Pull these out of the refrigerator. This episode is brought to you by Christmas candies. So we're not really making candy, but we're making a Christmas treat, and we'll go through the process here real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going with waffle style pretzels. And the reason for that is can't find the ring ones. I don't know why we can't find the ring ones, but what I do is I go through and get the ones that aren't broke. We're using Black & Decker toaster oven, air fryer, or not air fryer, but what's it called? Convection oven, toaster oven. And out of all of those, that's how many ain't broke. Which might be why they use the rings. We can get the rings off of Amazon. It's crazy expensive. You can get about 45 on one of these trays. We might have to use some that are slightly chipped on the corners. Because, I mean, let's be honest. Who's going to notice? And we'll be right back once I get all these pretzels on here. And the next step is, while your oven's preheating, we got this little one set on 275 degrees. It's already at temperature. But while you're waiting, it'll be a good time to strip all the foil off the Hershey Kisses. Like I said, you get about 45 or so on this little pan. You'll find that if you do a big pan, they'll start cooling off before you can get the M&Ms in them. So I'm gonna strip 45 of these Hershey Kisses. I'll be right back. And then once you get them set into place, you can really tear the foil off of these while they're cooling, early in the day, whatever. And then we put paraffin paper between the two, and we'll go over that in a minute, but this one we're gonna pop in the oven. And you can use a big oven, doesn't really matter. And we've already tested this process out. It's right at 3 minutes. And we'll be back in 3 minutes. So one of the ways you can tell that they're getting close is they'll get shiny. You can see this right here. So that's been about 3 minutes, and we're going to pull them out and put the M&Ms on them. Now they're a little shiny. And this part you got to hustle with. You don't want to waste a whole lot of time. And by pushing these down in there, you put the chocolate Hershey Kiss goes down into the waffle of the pretzel. Like I said, most people do these with ring pretzels. And the fact that we can't find any is why we're doing these. And actually, I think they taste a lot better. What makes these things good is the salty and the sugar at the same time, I guess. Sweet and salty. And if they get too cool, this won't happen. They won't go down like that. But
we'll be back.
Once we get these on here, we'll put them in the fridge, and we'll be back. And then once we get them all pushed in there, you see them here. We're gonna put them in the fridge and chill them for about. Really, you can't overdo the chilling of these. About 5 to 6 minutes, 10 minutes if you want. Don't matter. Just make a spot in your refrigerator. Give them about 6 minutes. I'll show you what you can do in the meantime. Put them in. Are these containers? We got them from the Dollar Tree, or $1.25 now. That's what they're going in. Any container will work. But the way to keep them from melting or sticking to one another, quickest way, take your paraffin paper, and you can trace these out. If you got kids, if you're doing this with kids, great. We'll thing to keep them busy. But basically, that's what I do. I just tear them off. I leave a couple of the sides square so it's easier to get them. If you want to cut them all the way around, you can, but that's the gist of it. And once you get enough of these made, we put one of these in between each layer of the candies. Currently, these pretzel Hershey Kiss M&M things. We're gonna make some other candies hopefully soon. And the other thing you can do is strip the foil off the Hershey Kisses while you're waiting. And it's really that simple. I mean, it's an easy, fun thing to do with kids. Not expensive. We bought the big bags, of course, of M&Ms and Hershey Kisses because we're gonna do a lot of these. But there's less than 30 bucks in here, and we'll do, I don't know, 4 or 5 Christmas gifts with this. So pretty easy. It's been a few minutes. Actually, it's been about 12 minutes. We're gonna pull these out of the refrigerator. And then the way you can tell they're done is, just check them. That's hard. That's, solid. I mean, it's as solid as Hershey Kisses were, And then we're going to take them over here. While they were in there, I cleaned off 45 more to get them ready. But the paraffin paper that we just tore off of there, quite simply just put it on here like so. And these actually do taste delicious. Maybe let's put your door open. Saving the environment, one ding at a time. So, put these on here. And these hold about 50 plus of these things. It's a nice little treat. Somebody gave this to me, it would last a couple days. Maybe we could, a couple hours. And then put one on the top. Well, you don't really have to, I think. Fold the pieces in. That's a nice airtight little container. And that's what she looks like. Nothing fancy. Somebody be happy to get this. And the reason that we make these, or that I make these, is I had a grandmother who made candy all the time and these things. And I lived next door to her when she did this. She had the big metal tins, 12, 13, 14 inches maybe in diameter, I don't know. One of my jobs was cutting out the paraffin. Basically whatever tedious task there was. And we would make peanut butter fudge. I still remember how to make peanut butter fudge. I might do that one too. And brittles, whatever kind, peanut, cashew, walnut, candied walnuts, that's another thing I make pretty good. But we're gonna make some candies and give them away this year, just to do it. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and from Springhouse, thanks for watching.